and we welcome everyone to Talladega Super Speedway here. We got 22 laps of racing here for our 3-race night. It's been a while, but we return, and it's Mateo Mitchell who's on the pole here in the number 82 car. Oliver Schultz making his Rebel Valley Sim Club debut here as well. Going to be driving no number on that car, but number 7 in iRacing. And then we got Nathan McLaughlin in the number 57 car here on the 2nd position starting for him. And then we got some others, a pretty small field here for our opening race for 22 laps. We also have David Hamrick in the number 97 car making his return to Marty's series of Rebel Valley Sim Club Racing. And then we got the 09 of Elliot Condra who returns, Derek Skladell in the 51, Zayden Cortinas in the 34, and the 67 of Jonathan Green. Brad Cmejla in the 83 also going to be racing here today. And we got David M. Johnson back in the 0 car, Mason Robertson back in the 17, and Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez going to be in the 44. One faster pair, 22 laps, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trucks it looks like going to be in this one here. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. Mateo Mitchell in the 82 car. Here he, former racer in the SimStock series that I used to own, now owned by Zechariah Cartledge. David Hamrick, multi-time winner in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. Nathan McLaughlin, going to be one of the favorites here. Derek Skladell, with Ryan hosting races. I'm not entirely sure how many wins a lot of these drivers have these days, but it has been a while since I've hosted races, so bear with me here as we get kind of back in the rhythm of things. Probably won't host too often still, but occasionally we get these opportunities. But a pretty small field of cars, which is kind of how it's been recently here in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. So we might have no password for our Indianapolis truck race coming up after this, as well as our Gen 4 Auto Club race, depending on how many cars end up in that, and we might have a race 4 as well. So the new Talladega Super Speedway here. So we'll see how this night of racing goes here. We got the number 82, Mateo Mitchell, on the pole. So 22 laps of racing here, 12 cars. Brian Post, Jordan Herring did not start. So getting back to the racing action here from Talladega Super Speedway. Mateo Mitchell ready to take the green flag. Here we go. We are underway racing here at Talladega Super Speedway. We see some cars blinking out. Not sure if that's a problem on my end or more of an issue on their ends. But the 12 truck field makes their way through. That's Oliver Schultz blinking out. David Hamrick blinking out as well. So a little bit of some distractions here for some of these drivers early on. One faster pair. You see Oliver Schultz still blinking out there on the outside. But it's Mateo Mitchell who pulls ahead, taking the early lead. Down the backstretch and into turns 3 they go. This field of trucks, they should all be good on fuel, so expect them to go all the way. We see Oliver Schultz has to get out of line due to his connection issues. So unfortunate deal for Oliver Schultz, real life racer there on the dirt out in Wisconsin, making his debut. And that's one lap completed, going to be led by Mateo Mitchell in the number 82 car. There's that number 97. That's David Hamrick. In the Freight Auctions 97 Ford. Another one who's been blinking out right there. So it's kind of him and Schultz. Schultz still struggling in the back, but still hanging in there. See Brad Cmejla pushing all over there. Zayden Cortinas. Zayden Cortinas, former MC Motorsports driver, not returning to the team. And we see this getting some stack up there on the inside lane. Elliot Condra to the outside in the 09. Guess he's been racing here for a couple months, but a newer name to me and to a lot of people who aren't familiar. Derek Sklidell. We got Derek Sklidell heading into the pits here. But we see Jordan Herring and Brian Post. These drivers are here on the racetrack all the way in the back. So then elected to start from the pits, which I don't know if we're going to see a caution in this race, but due to the small field, I guess we're more likely to see those little wrecks be cautions, depending on the situation. But we see Nathan McLaughlin out front and in the lead. Early here at Talladega. We had Indianapolis coming up next. So we'll see how that goes. And Nathan McLaughlin gets shoved up to the outside lane from Mateo Mitchell. And he's going to get a push from Elliot Condra here coming in the 09. Oh, maybe not. Elliot Condra looking to go through the middle. Seems like Nathan McLaughlin just kind of dropped into the back for some reason here. He got out of the first lane and then got up out of the second lane. And now it's all mixed up back up front. Zayden Cortinas in the 34 up in the third place position. Brad Cmejla in the 83 up the fourth. And Luigi Gonzalez, who started dead last amongst our starters, up in the fifth place spot. We got Mateo Mitchell, our pole setter, still up front here. And you see Oliver Schultz still blinking out there in the back. Brad Cmejla jumps up to the outside lane there in the number 83 car with Elliot Condra going to be pushing him. So Brad Cmejla still looking for his first ever Rebel Valley Sim Club win. In a prime position here. But he's got getting pushed all over by that 09 car. Brad Cmejla has not touched iRacing since like May or April even. So it's been half a year since that 83 car has been the track, even for regular races. It's been that long. And Brad Cmejla gonna lead. Oh, looks like Mateo Mitchell gonna get credited with that lap. So 82-83 out front. We still got the field of cars. So we have Brad Cmejla. Oh, getting to the inside there. That's David Hamrick, who's blinking out, as well as Oliver Schultz still is too blinking out. At least on my screen. Oh, to the outside goes Mateo Mitchell, tries to block Brad Cmejla. Was not clear, and that's going to put Brad Cmejla up in the third lane. And he's able to clear that 82 car, it looks like. Get back down to the inside, leave Elliot Condra up to drive. But what will Mateo Mitchell do now? Yeah, I'm not sure if Brad had an opportunity to push Mateo Mitchell or not, but that puts David Hamrick right back up into the lead. Getting a little dicey here. Trucks finding their lanes. And back here to the inside, we see David Hamrick. Brad Cmejla getting put 3 wide as Nathan McLaughlin looks to make a charge back up to the outside as David M. Johnson pushing him. Brad Cmejla loose there entering turn 1. Oh, he's all over sideways. Mateo Mitchell right behind him. Brad Cmejla nearly turned himself around. But it is David Hamrick up in the front of this field. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez in the 44. Right there as well, David Hamrick in the 97 car. Everyone just trying to hang on, really, it seems like here. Pretty long race for only 12 trucks. We didn't expect this low of a field size, but that is what the drivers have to deal with. Oh, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez going to get sideways. Brad Cmejla going to spin around as well. And it's going to be our first caution of the race. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez gets loose in the tri-oval. Jonathan Green gets collected. Brad Cmejla gets collected as well. Comes back up into Oliver Schultz in the number 7. Back up the racetrack they go. And some more wrecking here under caution. But it's going to bring on our first caution of the race. So let's take a look at what exactly took place. It was Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. He was running all by himself, pushing David Hamrick in the 97 car. And he just gets loose in the tri-oval, comes back up the racetrack, gets into Brad Cmejla, the number 83, running so well, always seems to get collected. A good save by Brad Cmejla. No one really with a lot of damage here, but this is when things get a little challenging here. Brad Cmejla off the racetrack. Some more minimal contact, but it seems like no one really with severe damage here after this one. So our pace car gonna bring these drivers to the opportunity to go to the pits. So we'll see if these drivers end up electing to go to pit road or not. But Zayden Cortinas, they're in the 34. Trying to hang on. And Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez brings it to the pits along with Nathan McLaughlin, Jonathan Green. Oliver Schultz going to also bring it down pit road. And here's Jordan Herring and Brian Post, who are looking for a caution to get in contention in this race. These two will now have an opportunity, but we'll get the one to green this time by. Going to double them up here. Get the one to green here on the racetrack. So we can get racing action back underway here. Derek Skladell back on the racetrack as well. It looks like 4 laps down. Not sure what happened to him. But he's going to have an opportunity. So again, looks like really no damage for really anyone who was involved in the wreck. Could have been a lot worse. But some still taking the precautions. Jonathan Green, Oliver Schultz, Nathan McLaughlin. Some maybe coming down for tires. We see a lot of these trucks getting squirrely. But it's Zayden Cortinas. It is Zayden Cortinas, the number 34 car. Who has the lead here this one? Gonna bring the trucks to Indianapolis after this one. So we'll see what happens there. Now Brad Cmejla in the 83 truck, a little bit of side scratches on that truck, so a tiny bit of dents. See the front, left front, a little dented, just a little bit. But either way, we get the green flag here. David Hamrick's still blinking out, still kind of struggling with some of those problems. You see Jonathan Green, some of those drivers in the way back also catching up. Jonathan Green also still winless in the Rebel Valley Sim Club. Hundreds of starts, so could today be his opportunity, good opportunity for it. Zayden Cortinas in the 34. Looking to get things back going.
Green flag, green flag.
Cortinas in that 34 machine gets a good launch. We see the blinking out just kind of also affecting our broadcast, so we got to focus on drivers who are not having those problems. But 14 laps to go, so things coming down to a close here quickly after our first caution of the race. I think no one used fast repair yet, so opportunity still available. Brad Cmejla a little squirrely there once again there in the middle. We see cars, more trucks blinking out all throughout the field. Oh, Brad Cmejla going to get into the door of Nathan McLaughlin there in the middle of the field. Brad Cmejla, as we prefaced on earlier, he's not raced anything in months, many months. So he's trying to still get the feel back of these cars. These trucks, we should say. But Zayden Cortinas is going to lead the first lap back since our restart. David Hamrick in the 97. Also just trying to hang on. Down the backstretch they go. We see this pack. Those two additional trucks. Oh, there's Brian Post in the 64 blinking out and sideways there as well. Jonathan Green from the tail end of the field. He's making his way up into the top 10 now. It's a 14 truck field. Oh, we got trouble in the back. got a car around, and multiple cars going to spin as well. It's going to bring out the caution flag once again. Jordan Herring and Brian Post. Funnily enough, it was these two who started from the pits. They're going to get collected in our second caution flag of the race. So we're going to have to take a look at what happened here this time. So let's take a look and see what happened. Let's take a look and see what happened here. So it was Brian Post who gets spun around by the 44, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. Jordan Herring spins up to the outside. See Oliver Schultz there in that black truck making it through. Derek Sklodell making it through as well in the 51. Mason Robertson in the 17 also was collected, but kind of a similar deal to what we saw in our first caution. Not a lot of impacts that were pretty hard. I guess Jordan Herring did take a pretty big hit here. Gets up in the air and really didn't hit that hard at all. Brian Post maybe gets the worst of it here. Right here, comes back up the racetrack. That might have been the hardest impact of the wreck. So, but Jordan Herring definitely with some visible damage on that car. So the pits are going to be open once again. It's Mateo Mitchell with the lead. Jonathan Green in the 67 car. Here enters into the pits. So, we see Jordan Herring struggling to get into the pits there. But it was Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez there who turned him around. We're going to get the 1 to green once again here. And we will have a 10-lap shootout to decide this one. So at the halfway point here in this one. Halfway through here at Talladega here in the trucks. See here Derek Sklodell trying to get back on the lead lap. It's probably going to need one more caution to get back on the lead lap. So we will see what we got lined up here. So we will see what happens here as we get down to the latter portions of this one. Mateo Mitchell, Zayden Cortinas, Elliot Condra, Nathan McLaughlin. And there's the 64, Brian Post, Jonathan Green, Derek Sklodell, and Jordan Herring. So these trucks, Jordan Herring, I don't think it takes a fast repair. Yeah, looks like that truck still got a little bit of damage on it. So we will see how this goes. I don't think anyone's taken a fast repair yet in this race. So we will see what happens. Mateo Mitchell in the 82 car, 82 truck. Gonna bring him to the green just like he has for the first restart where he was the pole sitter. Here we go, green flag back in the air. Mateo Mitchell gets the launch. Zayden Cortinas on the outside with a shove from Nathan McLaughlin. Cortinas gonna slot into the second place position right behind Mateo Mitchell, the race leader. 10 laps to go. Zayden Cortinas there in the 34 truck right behind. At 82, Mateo Mitchell. So pushing here, we get late in this race. These pushes, the intensity is going to get more intense. You see already Cortinas up to the outside. The block's already getting more intense. Up there, up with Nathan McLaughlin. David M. Johnson in the 0 truck. Longtime racer on iRacing, going to be up in the 6th spot, 3rd on the outside. looking for an opportunity there for him. Mateo Mitchell in the 82 with the lead. Zayden Cortinas up in the second spot. Mateo Mitchell with the lead here as they go through turns 1 and 2. 9 laps to go now. So Mateo Mitchell with the lead here. We see Brad Cmejla with Oliver Schultz right behind him. Racing together here. Around the top 5, those two looking to make a charge up towards the front. Mateo Mitchell in the 82 car. We see the 17 of Mason Robertson down on the inside apron there. Not sure what's going on there with the 17 car with 7 laps to go now. Things getting a little more tense. Actually 8 laps to go here. Ticker updated a little before. And Nathan McLaughlin looking to the outside, looking to make it 3 wide. So Mateo Mitchell with the lead here in that 82 truck. And there goes McLaughlin to the outside, looking to make a move on Cortinas, and he's going to have some more help. Derek Skladell, who's 2 laps down, not even in contention, up on the outside, going to be pushing him. Elliot Condra in the 09. Brad Cmejla up to the outside, getting a shove from Zayden Cortinas. Moves getting aggressive here more late in this race. Oliver Schultz blinking out still just a little bit. A little bit connection problem still for the Oliver Schultz truck. Mateo Mitchell with the lead here. Elliot Condra up in second. But Brad Cmejla in the 83 truck just trying to hang on. You see Zayden Cortinas in the 34. Oh! Brad Cmejla sideways with that push from Cortinas. Almost spun the 83 truck around. It's still aggressive all over him down the back straightaway as the third lane gets going here. 7 laps to go, the intensity picking up. Oh, you see the 83 and the 34 not necessarily square on each other right there. Well, 7 laps to go, we got Mateo Mitchell with the lead. Oh, and Zayden Cortinas sideways. The 83 Brad Cmejla also sideways. That second lane struggling to get anything going here. Well, we see Oliver Schultz blinking out there in the black truck there on the inside. Brad Cmejla's not giving him a whole lot of space there. We see there's a lot of space in the middle. Oh, now Nathan McLaughlin gonna get clear of Brad Cmejla. Now Brad Cmejla gonna have to push that 57 up towards the front. That second lane's been struggling. Mateo Mitchell just trying to hang on to the lead. You got Elliot Condra, David Hamrick. His internet problems have seemed to have saved some. Oh, we got Mason Robertson down on the inside here in the number 17 truck. Trying to find somewhere to go. Jordan Herring's truck seems to be still pretty damaged. He's 2 seconds off the pace now. And it's going to have to get a caution here to have a chance to put on a fast repair. That outside, still got Brad Cmejla pushing Nathan McLaughlin towards front. Brad Cmejla doing a good job pushing right there, but he's looking to make a move. Where does he go? Zayden Cortinas looking to go inside, in through the middle. A risky move for the number 34 truck, but space is getting light. Here comes Brian Post up to the outside, but he doesn't have any help. 5 laps to go here at Talladega Superspeedway. Mateo Mitchell in the 82 truck. Just trying to hit on. Here comes Zayden Cortinas through the middle. And now Brad Cmejla is going to get hung out to dry here on the outside. Oh, he's going to turn the number 34 around. And that's going to bring out a caution flag. Zayden Cortinas and Brad Cmejla. Contact is made, and it's going to bring out the caution flag here, which might likely send us to overtime. As the caution waves once again. Not entirely sure what happened. Looks like the 83 Brad Cmejla ends up turning around Zayden Cortinas in the 34. So we're going to have to take a look at a replay here, see what happened. See Cortinas through the middle here. Goes through the middle there. Trying to get a good view. Oh, man, we see Nathan McLaughlin goes to the inside, and I'm not sure exactly what happened here. I think Brad Cmejla may be unaware that Zayden Cortinas was there on the inside of him. He tries to follow the 57 down and just doesn't realize Cortinas is there, it looks like. Ends up turning around Zayden Cortinas. Ends up being a 2-truck wreck. And brings out the caution flag once again here. So pits are going to be open here. For what will be a 2-lap shootout. See problems for Oliver Schultz. Still having some problems, but he's still up in the 6th place spot. But the pits are going to open here this time, and we'll get the 1 to green. Pretty much right off the bat. So Nathan McLaughlin in the 57 truck. Looking to see if he can get a victory here. Mateo Mitchell in the 82 truck there, trying to see if he can hang on. Pits are open. We'll see who brings it down. Brad Schmiel going to make his way into the pits. Just take a look and see what happens here. Yeah, definitely a lot of damage here on the 83 truck. See if puts on the fast repair. It's his first race with the new iRacing UI, so we'll see if we can figure it out. They're going to pull into his pit stall. Puts on a fast repair and some tires as well. So with that, we're going to make it 1 to green here. What will be a 2-lap shootout. But back up front, it's going to be Mateo Mitchell, Nathan McLaughlin, Elliot Condra, David Hamrick, Mason Robertson, and Oliver Schultz, your top 6 here at Talladega Superspeedway. So we will see how this one finishes up. Probably a longer practice session for the Indianapolis session. So you got some dinner coming here. So try to time things around that. Mateo Mitchell going to be with the lead here. Let's see how the rest of the field is catching up. Derek Sklidhell gets back on the lead lap. Gets the caution he needs. Zayden Cortinas and Brad Schmiel too involved in that wreck, both with fast repairs. So Brad Schmiel will have to come from 14th to try to win this one. All the way at the tail of the field. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout. With it being a 2-lap shootout, I'm not actually entirely sure how that's going to work. But I guess it's not overtime, so there could be a caution here. Still, within this lap, it is not overtime. It's just a regular 2-lap shootout under scheduled. There's only 1 overtime attempt, but not an overtime attempt here. But the green flag looking to wave once again here. Mateo Mitchell, 2 laps to go. Nathan McLaughlin with a great restart. Oh, we see David and John. We see cars in the back here. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a potential problem here for Brian Post, Jordan Herring. These two getting into it all the way in the back here. Some tomfoolery going on towards the rear of the field. But 2 laps to go here, back up front. Two laps to go. They're getting 3 wide here. There's some action all throughout the racetrack here. But will they make it back to the white flag? That's the question. Jordan Herring getting up to Oliver Schultz there in the black truck. Oh, and that 7 truck blinking out still through the middle of the field. But we will make it to the white flag. Gonna be 1 lap to go here from Talladega Superspeedway. Last lap. And Mateo Mitchell hanging on. Elliot Condra up in the 2nd place spot. Nathan McLaughlin up on the outside. He's got David Hamrick, who's a good pusher right behind him. We'll see if they can make a charge. Oh, Oliver Schultz sideways there. We see Jordan Herring get into his rear end. It's going to bring him to the back, and around goes, oh, Luigi Gonzalez hard into the inside wall. Back up front. Mateo Mitchell side. Oh, Elliott Condra gonna get turned around. Truck spinning all around, all over the field. The whole field ends up wrecking here. Bratchville hard on the wall and upside down. And it's David Hamrick who has the lead here. Jonathan Green trying to make a charge late. David Hamrick, here comes Jonathan Green looking for his first Rebel Valley Sim Club win to the outside. He's going to get into him. At the checkered flag, we could be witnessing a revolutionary moment. David Hamrick is going to get the win here at Talladega Superspeedway. How about that, David Hamrick, your race winner here in the number 97 truck. Gets it done here from Talladega Superspeedway. David Hamrick victorious here from Talladega. It's just all sorts of chaos there going down on the last lap. But it's going to be David Hamrick who gets the win here in the number 97. Number 97 truck. So how about that, David Hamrick? Gonna go to victory lane in a photo finish, and once again, Jonathan Green just comes, oh, so close. But David Hamrick in the 97 truck. Gonna be victorious here. He's gonna get the job done. Burning it down here. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened here. All sorts of chaos here. We see Nathan McLaughlin looking to make a move. Goes to the outside, gets into the 09 of Elliott Condra, turns Mateo Mitchell around. It's just chaos from here pretty much. We see Mason Robertson. Oh, Brad Cmejla just gets kind of clipped there. An upside down and a DNF for the 83. Unfortunate last lap for his return. And we see everyone making their way through. We see Jonathan Green here. Goes to the outside. Just was not able to get enough momentum to make it through the 97 truck. But what a good finish there. 3 wide photo finish. And just hard impacts late. We see Oliver Schultz able to make his way through. There in that all black truck. But with that, we'll be getting the session up for the next race. So let's see if we can figure this out here. So we will be getting that next race up here shortly. It'll be Indianapolis. Indianapolis with the trucks as well. It'll be a 15-lap race. So it was an interesting one here from Talladega. We'll try to get that next session up here. So we will get try to get this next session up here. It'll be another lawn practice. Put no password for this one. It'll be a quick one here, 15 laps. So a quicker race. As we find the Indianapolis setup here. So then we move on to our track. .36 max drivers. All the same stuff. And that should be going up here. So I'm going to eat dinner and we'll be right back. Got 2 more races here on the night. But we'll be back as that session ends up going up. So probably back 10 to 20 minutes or so for Indianapolis trucks coming up next. we are back here for some Indianapolis. Got a 30 truck field, so here with these developments, some more trucks with the no pass for a lot of these guys. Names we aren't entirely familiar with, so will be interesting to see how this goes down. So it looks like here practice just getting wrapped up. So with that, we will bring you guys back to the screen. And see what we got going here. Here we got Zayden Cortinas going to be back in the 34. And here's Anthony Savignano, the third. Back here as well. Here we got Oliver Schultz making a return behind the wheel. Here in that all-black truck. This time it's going to be in the number 18. Got Aaron May here in the 10. Arthur Hendren here in the 37 truck. We got Ryan Wayne in the 39. Angelus Ross in the number 11. So it's a field of plenty of unfamiliar names here. Braden Mayfield here in the number 24. 02 of Caitlin Engel. Mason Robertson in the 17. Jonathan Green back in the 517 for this race. Cray Jennings here in the number 999. Nathan McLaughlin back in the 57. Ryan Wayne back in the 39. Elliot Condra back in the 09. Tyler Alexander in the 72. Some of these drivers here getting to their laps. Matt Garrett here in the 19. Jackson Nail in the 33. 26, Peyton Atkins. So plenty of names we've never heard of before, but not a password protected race. Probably could have made it password protected here. Plenty of drivers still registered. Jacob D. Ryan here in the 23. Brian Post back in the 64. And some lap times getting put on the board. Zayden Cortinas up there on top. The 24, Braden Mayfield. Slotting in 5th on the lap times chart. Peyton Atkins in the 26, Caitlin Engel in the 02, Mason Robertson in the 17, Jonathan Green 517, Jackson Nail. A real-life racer, it appears, based on his driver information. Kindon Weaver here in the 32. A lot of these names are still just familiar, even though they've never raced here before. Miles Davis here in the number 5. I might black flag you if you go out that far. I'm not entirely sure what the rules are with iRacing here at Indianapolis. But it's still Zayden Cortinas on top of the speed charts. So Braden Mayfield here in the 24 ends up 9th. Craig Jennings 16th. Last, they're 4 seconds off the pace. Oh, we see some problems here for Brian Post here in the 64. Ends up getting into the Armco barrier. As these trucks all make their way through. So 15 laps here for this Indianapolis race. See who else we got here. Got a lot of drivers in this one here, so we will see how this one goes with 15 laps on the quicker end of things. And Auto Club will also be a quicker race as well. That'll likely probably wrap it up. I don't think I'm going to have time for a fourth race here tonight. But Kindon Weaver here in the 32, making his way. And it looks like qualifying is potentially over here. And it is. So the field of cars is going to be put on the speedway here. Miles Davis is going to be starting on the pole. So Miles Davis, Zayden Cortinas, Nathan McLaughlin, Ryan Wayne, Elliott Condra, Mason Robertson, Aaron May, Peyton Atkins, Anthony Samiano, Matt Garrett, Caitlin Engel, Braden Mayfield, Jonathan Green, Oliver Schultz, Jake Ryan, Angelos Ross, Kendon Weaver, Tyler Alexander, Hendren, and Nail going to be the top 20 starting positions. So we will see how this one goes. Payne Atkinson, the 26 car. We got Anthony Savignano, Caitlin Engel in the 02. Angelos Ross in the 11. So we're already pretty well acquainted and familiar with all the names of these drivers. Some familiar names, some brand new names. So we will see what happens. Arthur Hendren, Jackson Nail, Craig Jennings, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez, and Brian Post. So that is your field of trucks. So Zayden Cortinas here, the 34. Miles Davis in the 5. Nathan McLaughlin in the 57. And Ryan Wayne in the 39. Looks like our pace car gets ready to roll here. As we get underway. So 15 laps. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes. The combination I really never really driven or really watched that all that often. So we will see. So we will see what will go down here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Miles Davis gonna be starting on the pole. Got our full field of trucks. So we will see what happens here. But once again, it'll be 15 laps here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We head to Auto Club Speedway after this for a 20-something lap race. Not sure, somewhere within that range. And got some problems here, it looks like. Our screen has froze. So some issues. Because we got problems here. Our screen has just gone completely frozen here. And we see cars in the running here, but we are struggling here. And it looks like now our screen is blacked out here. Oh, what in the world? So all sorts of problems here. And we watch what happened here again to our systems. And it all just gets frozen.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we're gonna have to throw a caution here to try to fix our problems. So a competition caution here to try to figure some things out. Some technical issues here. We're just gonna reload the session. So things are pretty weird right now. Just unfortunate situations here. Not entirely sure why this is occurring here. Screen froze and we can, get in the race, but our replay system just not working here. So interesting situations here. And it appears that we do have things back working here. So it appears things are working here once again. So not sure what that was all about, but we are back. And hopefully ready to see some racing unfold here. So some technical difficulties here on our end. Hopefully we don't see any more of that freezing. Miles Davis in the 5 still leading here. We have no clue what took place in these opening laps, but it looks like Zayden Cortinas lost position. Couple spots maybe for the 34. So some interesting developments here as our screen froze, and now we will just see what unfolds here. And no freezing this time, it looks like, so hopefully that means we can watch, looks like probably 11 more laps here, so ends up really being an 11 lap race for us here. Miles Davis going to bring him back to the green flag.
Green, green, green.
And back underway we are. See a little bit of a stack up there. Oh, Nathan McLaughlin almost into Miles Davis in the 5. Oh, more contact gets made. Into turns 1 they go. Miles Davis here. Oh, we got a car on the wall. That's the 0-2 of Caitlin Engel. And the side-by-side battle for second place. Miles Davis starting to pull away just a little bit. Zayden Cortinas on the wall. We got trucks around in the back. Well, they're all able to save it for now, and the 23 ends up spinning into the inside wall, additionally with another car. The 37 also gets contacted by Brian Post, but we stay green. All happen way in the back. We stay green here. Miles Davis starting to pull away. Nathan McLaughlin up at second. Oh, we see Oliver Schultz sideways exiting turn 4. He's able to save it. But Miles Davis in the 5 truck here has the lead. We see Anthony Savignano looking to be inside of Zayden Cortinas in the 34. Elliot Condra up the racetrack there in turn 2. Miles Davis here in the 5, got Nathan McLaughlin in the 57, Anthony Savignano, Zayden Cortinas. 10 laps to go. McLaughlin trying to catch up to Miles Davis. Oh, we see Ryan Wayne getting in the wall there, exiting turn 4 there in the number 39 truck. Miles Davis, 0.8 of a second over Nathan McLaughlin. Good speed out of the Miles Davis truck. Going to be inside here, Mason Robinson on Ryan Wayne. Miles Davis out front with the lead here. Pulled away another 1/10 of a second since we last looked at that interval. More trucks getting into the wall there, we see. Oh, hard in the wall there. That's Angelus Rust in the number 11. Hard impact at the right side there, exiting turn 4. That's back there in the 12th spot. Back up front here, Miles Davis. Oh, Nathan McLaughlin gains a 10th there. We see back down to 0.8. It's got a 0.9. And Anthony Savignano looking to make a charge as well there in the 3rd spot, looking to get 2nd. Just like how it is with the Indy cars, these guys swerving all throughout, trying to break the draft, trying to get anything they can. See some of the damage on the 23, some of these other trucks having some problems. And Miles Davis now that distance, as we see 0.5 now. Miles Davis starting to lose some time here quickly. It was just 0.8, losing about half a second here. Miles Davis is now with only 7 laps to go. And now down to 0.3 of a second. So Miles Davis starting to fall off just a little bit. It's now Nathan McLaughlin starting to make a charge. They're Derek Scladell hits the pits. Oh, Miles Davis nearly into the wall that time. Yeah, that 5 truck starting to struggle. Starting to struggle just a bit more. We see Nathan McLaughlin in the 57 truck as well. There's Anthony Savignano in the 00 there, the Kansas State truck, and just like that, Nathan McLaughlin is right there. 0.2 of a second only here as we're pretty much halfway in this race. But Anthony Savignano's not leaving McLaughlin. So still good battles all throughout the racetrack here. Oh, nearly getting walled. McLaughlin going to be able to set up a pass here, it looks like, here soon enough. He's got Savignano right on his rear end, though. Are these two going to work together, or will Savignano try to make a move? Down the back stretch they go. We see Derek Scladell going to go a lap down there in the orange truck. Right in front of this group, and McLaughlin pulls up to the outside. And now looking back to the inside, contact going to be made. McLaughlin moves Miles Davis out of the way. And now Anthony Savignano, oh, Miles Davis into the outside wall. Gets back down into Savignano. Now Zayden Cortinas is right in the mix now. And there goes Miles Davis in the outside wall once again. Wow, that 5 truck just fell off a cliff here. And now Miles Davis going to fall out of contention. And now it's down to 5 laps to go with Nathan McLaughlin and Anthony Savignano. Zayden Cortinas running in the 3rd position. And there's Atkins in the 26 truck as well. You see these drivers getting looser and looser as the runs go on. Yeah, Nathan McLaughlin in the 57's got Anthony Savignano right there, not losing him. About the same distance. Savignano with a better turn 3 now right there. And looking to the inside of Nathan McLaughlin. He's there on the inside. We see Ryan Wayne getting in the wall in the back. We got good racing up front here. Down here looking, Anthony Savignano. Here comes Zayden Cortinas to the outside. And this is going to allow Nathan McLaughlin to pull away. These two side by side, not what Savignano wanted to see. Zayden Cortinas not working together. And he's going to get into Savignano now. That's going to really help Nathan McLaughlin pull away. But there's a lap truck in the middle of the field. It's the number 999. Oh, and Nathan McLaughlin gets sideways. It's the number 999 of Craig Jennings. Puts this whole race for a big time wire right up there. Here comes Atkins side by side with Nathan McLaughlin to the inside. Peyton Atkins in the 26 in his first ever start, looking to take the lead. Elliot Condra sideways. Oh, Savignano gets turned, and that's going to bring out the caution flag, and that will send this race into overtime. Anthony Savignano, Zayden Cortinas. Couple trucks going around here, and it's going to bring out our second caution of the race. And things were getting pretty wild right there. So Zayden Cortinas. There in the 34. Goes around, and let's take a look. Things got pretty wild. Yeah, it's number 999 lap truck. I mean, it was kind of out of the way, but not. And that just really made things all really interesting up here. As we see Peyton Atkins go to the inside here, looking to take the lead, and Elliot Condra slips up, and Anthony Savignano just gets into that 09 truck, maybe some net code there, and around these two go. Savignano, pretty hard impact with Zayden Cortinas, able to, yes, got some left front damage there as well. So with that, we will get the 1 to green. Next time out, we got the number 999 of Craig Jennings around once again here. Let's take a look at what happened here. Mason Robertson, for some reason, going to turn him around. Not entirely sure what's going on there, but the pits are open here. And who are we going to see go in here? It's going to be a two-lap shootout. Does anyone stay out? Nathan McLaughlin will stay out. Mason Robertson will stay out. Otherwise, everyone else goes in. Yeah, that's going to leave those two as sitting ducks, but it will be, well, looks like it will be overtime, so there will be no more cautions in the race. And we're going to get the 1 to green here as well. So Nathan McLaughlin here in the 57 stays out on old tires, as well as Mason Robertson. Kindon Weaver as well apparently going to stay out here on old tires. And I'm not sure where the 32 truck's going here. Passes multiple cars. And Kindon Weaver should be lining up, I believe, in the 3rd spot, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Oh, it is 2 to green, or 1 to green, so I believe it's 1 to green. Yep, so Kindon Weaver lining up there in the 2nd spot. It makes sense. So I believe all 3 of these trucks, I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know what's exactly happening here. Kindon Weaver causing some problems here. Here it is, 1 to green, so the field should be doubling it up. But it is going to be overtime here. 3 drivers on old tires up front. Aaron May, the first car, maybe took 2 tires, but we don't know. 2 or 4, a couple of these guys differentiating opportunities, but it's going to be a 2-lap shootout, green the whole way no matter what. So we will see what happens here. Got old tire drivers up here in the top 3, so let's see what happens. Green flag back in the air. Oh, we see some wheel spin potentially there out of the outside lane. We see drivers going for blocks. And Nathan McLaughlin now 2 laps to go to try to hang on old tires. He gets a good restart. Oh, and they're wrecking in the back. Skladell, Garrett, Engel, Tyler Alexander. But like we said, 2 to go. We are green the whole rest of the way. And look at this. These fresh tire drivers not making much time. Oh, and Ryan Wayne's going to get turned around and get up in the air. Miles Davis around as well, Anthony Savignano, and Nathan McLaughlin. It's got Kindon Weaver all over his rear. Aaron May has fresher tires than anyone up here. Ah, and our screen is froze once again. Oh. Ah, what in the world? And it looks like we're going to miss the finish here. Our replay systems have broken again. Kindon Weaver takes the lead. They're side by side. And we're going to try to get the only view we can get at the bricks. We'll see who's able to cross the line first. Ah, what in the world is going on? Peyton Atkins storms up to the lead, it looks like. We don't know how, but he does. And it looks like Peyton Atkins is going to win this race. There he goes. Peyton Atkins gets the win. And just unfortunate here. Let's see if we can, yep, it's just a broken deal. Here, and this might unfortunately have to end the stream early tonight. Due to these problems, Peyton Atkins is going to be credited still at the win, but unfortunately, there's something going wrong here with our replay systems. Well, unfortunate kind of early end of things here. But obviously that's happened now here multiple times here in this one. But Peyton Atkin's still going to get the win. But unfortunately that'll have to end this night early here. So we will see you guys in whenever the next one will be. If we can try to solve these problems. Not sure if it's the overlays glitching things out or what the deal seems to be. But unfortunately, of course, right there on the last lap, we end up missing the finish and I have no clue what ended up happening. We see Nathan McLaughlin ends up 12th after that. So something must have happened to him. But we will, I guess, never know. Unfortunately, with that, I'll unfortunately end the stream early here tonight. We will see you guys in the next one. Good